Mario Edo. Enhorabuena, Mario. Bienvenido a meta, Mario.
Hello friends, it's been 2 years since I've been here. I know, last year was all dedicated to running London Marathon. This year was all about becoming an Ironman. I know, my goals keep growing. This video is gonna be all about Ironman Barcelona course in 2025. A year ago, I was literally sitting on that couch and spontaneously signing up for a full distance Ironman. I can't swim, I never rode a road bike, I ran one marathon. I was crazy. And this video is not gonna be about the preparation, but Ironman Barcelona. We arrived in Barcelona 4 days before the start date. It was October 2nd. As soon as we landed, we already got into a huge security queue, spent there 2 hours, missed our taxi. My husband had another call that he needed to take. Instead of being in the hotel at 4 p.m., we just came to the hotel around 9 p.m. So I was already super tired. Just came to the hotel room, I unpacked a few things and went straight to bed. A quick note here. So the Ironman Barcelona happens not in Barcelona, but in Calella, which is like 1 hour trip. You never actually race in Barcelona, but in Calella. I would highly recommend you book the hotel closer to the transition zone rather than the finish line, because I thought, okay, I'm gonna finish Ironman, I'm gonna go straight to the hotel and just have rest. No, you will need to go to the transition, grab your bike, grab your bags after you did the whole Ironman, and come back with your bike and the bags to the hotel. So huge recommendation is to book the hotel closer to the transition, which is also the swim start. If you watched my previous videos, you might know that I'm an organization freak. I am. And right here you see my day T-2 schedule, literally not by minute, but definitely by hour, because this way I can relax. I know that everything is on paper. I just need to follow the plan. I don't need to worry. I'll be more than happy to share this shit with you. So there will be lots of other checklists, lots of other schedule things. And I do prefer to have this somewhere written down so that I don't need to bury this and to keep this in my mind. If you're interested just to have a look or just to compare it to your checklist, please comment below and I'm happy to share this shit with you. I woke up quite early because I wanted to test the waters exactly the same time as it's gonna be on the race day, so around 8 a.m. It was beautiful, it was awesome, it was warm, it was calm, so there were no tide, so it was beautiful. There were no buoys yet, so they only put buoys on the day, on the morning, so you won't see the race and all the buoys days before, because people are swimming. It's an active beach. Normal people, they still swim there. After the swim, I went back to the hotel, I had some good nice breakfast and went straight to the registration. And that's where it hits you that, God, it's coming very soon. In literally 2 days, I'm gonna be racing that I've been preparing for a year. It's insane. But anyway, it was super nice, super easy, no queues. You put your wristband on, they give you the bags. You can also take the orange and the white bags for emergency situation. Obviously, you go to the merch store. I bought lots of merch. It's very important to do the test ride because actually I had a problem with my Garmin because when I uploaded the route, it shows me like, hey, but it's unsupported. So it's very good test ride just to test again all the equipment that you have. So please do this. I went for a quick 10-minute break run, just again, see the surfers, see the road. And obviously that was the most important, sleep, because I knew that the next night probably I'll be too worried to sleep. So that's the most important sleep night. So put your mask, put your earplugs, just relax. You are ready, you have another day tomorrow to calm down, to check everything, but today you need to sleep. October 4th wasn't a hard day in terms of the training. It was just like 1 45-minute ride in the morning, but it was hard in terms of lots of things that you need to do, like bags check, and just the day before the race. So yeah, I woke up, did a good carb-load breakfast. I went for a ride to have some rest. I walked a little bit, rested, packed all my bags. So there is a big checklist of all the bags that I'll need to pack. I recommend going a little bit further because the crowds at 2:30 are crazy. There are too many people there. And honestly, you won't be able to check all the bikes, all the nice bikes if you come first. Put all the bags I went through all the transitions, made sure that I also filmed and recorded what I put in the bags to not freak out in the evening whether I forgot to put something or not. I also filmed all the transitions. So it's very important, super critically important to remember the rigs, right, and your number. And I practiced taking the bike because even if you put the bottles on the back, right, sometimes the raking is quite low. Remember, I saw a guy who once took the bike off and his bottles, they slipped, and actually the bottle handler broke. So make sure that you also tie them very well, because even if it doesn't forecast the rain, it might rain. A very, very convenient place for my bags. It was like the last rake, so that was super convenient, super easy for me to navigate and understand. After I raked the bike, I did a very thoughtful carb loading dinner to make sure that I'm not bloated. Straight to the hotel. I tried to fall asleep 8 p.m. I couldn't, obviously. I put myself down. I fell asleep. I closed my eyes. I put the mask, earplugs on, and I just started thinking, okay, so it's 8 a.m. I'm in my box. Then I'm going to the start line. So I have this, and that. Then I'm swimming. So I'm swimming 500 meters there. Then I'm turning here. After 200 meters, I'm turning here. So there are so many buoys, right? So just to not remember about this, right? But just to, again, remember the route and calm yourself down that you know the plan. You have the plan. It's kind of a meditation. That was October 4th. That was it. And the next day was the day. The day I've been working for the whole year. Honestly, I was terrified and excited at the same time, but again, thanks to my plan, I had every minute planned. I knew that I just need to follow it, just relax, not worry, and enjoy it, because it's the celebration of all the hard work that I've done. I checked all my bags, made sure that I haven't forgotten anything. I put my clothes on, woke up my husband, and yes, we went straight to the transition. It was still super dark, and I was warming up. I checked my bike, I added all the sweets, I put the gels. Everyone was in their minds. You can feel it, you can feel the tension, but also the excitement, and this atmosphere was just incredible. With my wetsuit on the water, they allowed to test 30 minutes before the start. You can go to the water. So I just had a quick 5-10 minute dip. Honestly, the waves were quite big and I was scared because it was also quite dark, gloomy. And another problem is that the day before, the water temperature was 24.7 or something. You were not allowed, and I was honestly freaking out. But fortunately, the water in the morning was 24.2, so it was super warm, super nice. Another thing that I was afraid of was jellyfish. There were no jellyfish. I can literally see the bottom of the ocean. You stand in the box. They assign the box based on the time. I took 1 hour 20 minutes. I thought it would be too fast for me, but actually it was perfect because there were lots of people who were breaststroking. And 7:50 they start the speech where you hold each other.
As you are tackling this storm as one, remember, you did not get to this point as one.
Where you start clapping.
Come on! Everybody, come on!
Where honestly, I started crying because I was so emotional. I was trembling, and the girl near me tried to calm me down. But honestly, there was good emotions. Definitely advise you to scream out loud as possible. Enjoy this moment and absorb it fully, because this is your moment. Smile, cry, laugh, do however you feel, but enjoy this moment because you'll never forget it. We stood there probably for another 30 minutes just to let the first boxes out, but when you see that people are already swimming and you're standing in the line, that's pretty scary because this is the start line. The swim was actually the part that I was mostly afraid. People, all these jellyfish and waves and everything. I was scared. I enjoyed it. Is that they changed the route a little bit. So if in the past you needed to go anti-clockwise, So this year you needed to go clockwise. I'm breathing on the right and I see buoys on the right. That was actually a big advantage for me. The water was quite wavy, right? So there were some waves when I needed to jump on a wave to see the buoy. What annoyed me the most are people, because there were quite a few men who just grabbed me on my feet. And at some point I stopped, I turned, I said like, hey man, stop. And yeah, obviously he stopped, but that was honestly annoying. You need to check and change the direction probably every 200-300 meters. At least that was the case this year. And I also talked to a few other athletes and they also experienced the same. Very pleased with myself. I started kicking probably 200-300 meters before the finish, just to again put some blood into my legs. T1 were super easy, super fast for me. Probably I could have done this even faster, honestly. Course is 180 kilometers. I never in my life rode 180 kilometers. I was scared. There were some hills, right? On the graph you can see the hills. These are not hills at all. It's a little bit of a change of a mindset. Second hill is a bit steeper, so that's where you'll need to work, and there are lots of angles and the road conditions are not that good on the second hill. Obviously there were huge packs of drafting people, but I never was in those parts of the route, so I never actually sit and draft, unfortunately. They added like kind of strange loop right now into this course this year. Strava, when you follow, it's like it looks creepy and strange and you don't know what to do, but there is like very easy navigation. You don't need really to worry about this. I managed to take a few bottles of water. I'm super proud of myself. Overall, I'm super happy with my bike. In 5 hours 41 minutes with the average 31.5 kilometer speed, which was beyond my dreams, honestly. So relieved because running is my favorite leg, and I was like, oh, okay, now it's just like run a marathon, easy. The run is not the full marathon actually for me. I think it was less than 42.2 kilometers. I didn't record in my Strava as my personal best marathon points. There are lots of aid stations, like every 2 kilometers almost. But the problem is that lots of people are stopping, and when you're trying to take the water, the cola or gels, right, so you need to squeeze through those people to grab something. So be mindful of that. There is a part of the road where it's super with thin road and lots of spectators. Also goes both ways towards you, and there are spectators who are cheering, who are kind of pushing onto you. Right? After kilometer 15 I started feeling it and I slowed down. Unfortunately, if I kept my pace it will be under 11 hours. At some point I just started counting from 0 to 100 maybe like 30 times, so 3,000 to keep the legs moving. My husband, he was supporting me and he kept screaming, Marina, you're 13, Marina, you're 11th, Marina, you're 10th. And that's what probably kept me going. Yeah, the competition, I'm quite a competitive person, and sometimes I was looking at the girls, so like, okay, this is probably girl my age, so I need to overtake her. Interesting fact that at kilometer 40, I started suddenly feeling this strength and energy, and I started speeding up. Like, I wish that happened at kilometer 30. Another motivation was a beautiful sunset, and obviously I wanted beautiful pictures, so I started speeding up. It was a beautiful finish, it was a beautiful sunset. But thanks Ironman, I haven't had any finish line photos. That's probably my fault. Another tip for you is don't rush. So when you're at the finish line, right, just even walk. Like those seconds, they don't matter as much as nice finish line photos. But interesting thing is that then Ironman used my photo that they didn't put in my photo package as a sold out photo. So Ironman, you should send me this photo, please. I ran 3 hours 47 minutes, which was my personal best. My previous marathon time was 4 hours and 2 seconds, and my total first Ironman time was 11 hours and 2 minutes. I'm honestly so proud of myself, and I already signed up for 5 races next year. I have some big goals. I'll keep sharing, I'll keep doing these YouTube videos. So if you are interested, just subscribe and let's keep in touch.